especially in Budapest.
Budapest.
There's so many different ways of getting to the same place. You can go by bus, go by metro, go by tram.
Ferry.
Even boat, yes,
Yeah.
ferry.
Actually, in Hungary, school is free, healthcare is free, but then you still choose to move here. Nobody forces you. Ayu Petri dan Maad. Hai semuanya, apa kabar? Selamat datang di Ayu Petri dan Ayah Maad. Kita kali ini akan ngobrol banyak banget. Is it okay?
Yeah, if you have enough battery.
I have talked about my impression in Malaysia because now we've been here for 6 months, half a year, but mostly I talk about everyday things. Then I had a comment, they ask your opinion because you're a software developer and, well, contractor, business owner. So for 6 months we've been experiencing stuff here, from opening business.
Nicely said.
Stop. Yeah, but I mean it's normal, right? There are positive, there are negative. That's what we will talk about today, and maybe siren. Maaf ya, rumah di sebelah jalan tol ya begini ini. Hello. I don't know. I haven't lived in Asia for so long. Well, you haven't either for over 5 years.
7
years. Yeah, over 5. 7 is also over 5. Yeah, software developer. So from Singapore was very modern. From where we live, I think it's very modern too. But how is your experience, for example, in payment system here? Like when you go to supermarket, you pay, or when you do online shopping? I think here is very technology centric to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the first time we came here we were a bit confused by all the options. Like there were so many stickers next to the cashier, we didn't even know what is what. Yeah, now we understand it better, but like in Hungary I think you would pay with cash or pay with card. That's it, done. While here you have so many online systems like the Touch and Go and Grab and Shopee, and I think AliExpress also has some kind of system, and so many different types of payment systems. In Europe we don't use such thing. So
is that good thing or not though, to have this?
From a user point of view, I'm still very confused. I still prefer card.
You still prefer card?
My problem is that not all shops accept all applications. So you have to pick one and hope that it will be accepted. So I don't like that you have to look at what the specific shop yes accepts, and you might be in trouble if it doesn't accept whatever payment you use. And the other thing I don't like is that you have to put money on it. You have to put real money onto whatever system, for example, yes, into your e-wallet.
Yeah, I still don't understand how e-wallet work.
It's a bit like a bank account. You put money on it and then you can spend that money, or you can transfer or whatever. It's not really a bank, but you can top up from your own bank account, put the money into Touch and Go or Grab or whatever you use, and then that money is on your account, and when you pay it will be deducted from there.
Then what's the benefit? I mean, we already have the credit card. What's the benefit of using this?
Well, that you can pay with it. I mean, you don't need a card, you don't need anything physical, you need only your phone and nothing else.
Except if you forgot to top up.
Then you will be in trouble, yes. Yeah, but even then, usually you can just do it from the app.
Because
so you can quickly transfer from your actual account, so that's very quick as well. So I still don't know which one to choose because not all shops accept all. But for example, I think for Maad it would be a good option, instead of giving him a card, just top up his e-wallet and give him some money, and then he can use it for, I don't know, in school, in the canteen or something.
Because for him it makes sense, so he won't use all our money accidentally.
And he doesn't need so much money on it.
Yeah.
But I also don't like the idea that meanwhile the money is just sitting there.
Well, we could invest it, for example, or something.
Yeah, well, of course, I put maximum 100 ringgits on it, so not such a big amount, but it's very easy to forget about it. But, oh yeah, actually I have money here and I have money there and I have money there.
When we go to the cashier, we want to pay using this, and then they will ask you to scan something,
yes.
or they will scan yours.
Yes.
So
yes.
how do we know? They will
well, the cashier knows it because they have different devices. Not every device that they use has a camera. So sometimes they will tell you that please scan it because, well, I don't have a camera in my machine. You know, they usually use that machine that you use for paying with credit card as well, or with debit card. And sometimes, well, the more advanced ones have camera too. And then they can use that to scan the QR code which is on your screen.
Right. So I prefer card.
Yeah, me too. For me, simply, it's important that it's accepted anywhere. So I don't have to worry about it. Here is my card done.
So I'm just used to, in Hungary, the cashier won't be so nice to me, sorry. Sometimes they are impatient, like, you know, there are lots of people lining behind you and you need to be fast. So if I want to use this QR code, I need to, you know, play with my phone for a while. It will take some time. So I don't want to give trouble to the others. So card is just tap, very easy.
Yeah, but of course it has the danger that it's very easy to steal the information from it.
From the card, that's true. That's why we don't give it to Maad and such things.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like to give it to cashiers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talking about touch and go, what is your opinion? For me, I found it difficult to buy.
The card? Yes.
Yeah, guys. Jadi, at that time, we wanted to buy because we know touch and go card is important to pay the toll. Yes. But then we asked in 4 or 5 fuel stations because we heard that we could buy there. None of them had it. And when I asked, so where can I buy? I don't know. That's what we got. Yeah,
actually you can buy it online. There's an official Lazada shop. It's always out of stock.
Out of stock, yeah. So in the end we got it from what?
Carousel.
Just the person who sells that for 50 ringgit?
50 or 60, I think 60.
Ringgit, yeah, so it's actually much more expensive than the
Otherwise
original.
it's on 10, I think.
Can we survive without touch and go card here in Malaysia?
If you have a car, yes, but it's difficult. First of all, touch and go also has the RFID.
Let's go back first. I think the Indonesian viewers won't understand. So when we cross the toll gate, we can pay using a few things.
Yeah, I think there are, well, actually I don't even know how many options there are because I think you can pay even with cash.
Well, I
think if you go to the side gate where we've never gone usually, I think
you can pay with cash.
Probably
there is
accept.
Officer who will.
Yeah. Also somebody sitting there and just to help in general. But most people would pay with touch and go card with RFID, which is also from Touch and Go. It's a company, and there's something called Smart Tag.
So there are these
but
things.
I think that's maybe more similar to Singapore's IU unit. So I think that has to be installed in the car and so on and so on. I didn't want that. So the Touch and Go card is where you just touch it there and it takes the money from you and you can cross the toll.
It's like in Indonesia, I think, the tap one.
Yes. The RFID is just a sticker you put on the car, and simply some kind of sensor can get the identification number from it, and it just takes the money from your e-wallet. The good thing is that you don't have to stop. For Touch and Go, you have to stop because you have to touch it there. For RFID, you just have to slow down and you can cross. Usually, it's very quick. Yeah. So actually, originally, I wanted the Touch and Go card as a backup in case the RFID is not working. But it turned out that in many places you pay parking with Touch and Go. And I think there are also some car parks where they exclusively accept Touch and Go.
So
that's why I said that actually it's a bit difficult without it. So I've seen car parks that also accept credit or debit card, which is cool. Actually in the beginning I even used my Hungarian card sometimes because we didn't have Touch and Go. But now I can see that most of them
Except
just simply use touch and go. So
it's
even
important.
besides the toll, you need it.
Oh, and you can use it to ride MRT, if I'm not mistaken. The touch
Yeah,
and
we haven't
go,
tried
but
it.
we haven't
Yeah.
tried. We don't
Yeah,
know.
but
Yeah, maybe. So
something like
it
that
is
too.
important.
Yeah, when we arrived, I was quite confused by all these things and what's the best option, what's the best for us. So actually now we are using RFID for the toll and touch and go for parking mostly.
Like how is
and
in
this
Hungary?
works. In Hungary, you have to buy a sticker.
RFID sticker.
No, online you can buy sticker, a virtual sticker. Let's go into virtual sticker because you don't get anything physical. So you have to give your number plate, and there are different types of stickers you can buy. There is, actually I think now there's only weekly.
No daily?
It's no daily. It's weekly, but it's for 10 days. So I don't know why it's weekly. There is monthly, there is annual, and you can also buy for counties annual. So in Hungary, we bought 2 counties for the whole year, because usually we were in Budapest and Eger, and we were going in only in those 2 counties. But when we went to visit Mark, then we had to buy the weekly one because we need it for the whole country.
How much is weekly one? The cheapest.
I do not know. I think it's around like 4,000 or 5,000
then.
forints.
4,000 or 5,000 foreign, but
They
then.
increased the price, yes.
But I mean, if you just want to go once, then you need to pay that much too.
Yes,
So,
or don't use the highway.
Yeah.
But yes, so
It's expensive.
yep. You can also buy the annual, which is for the whole country, but that's like 50,000 forints
Yes,
or
expensive
something like
if
this,
you go only once in a
45, 50.
while.
And there's no toll. There's absolutely no toll. There are cameras along the highway, and those are reading the number plates
And
of
if
the
yours
cars.
is not registered,
You get a
get
fine.
fined.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like in Indonesia, I've heard from the viewers sometimes that Hungarian company will build
Yeah, I heard
highway
that too.
or toll.
The toll system.
Yeah, the toll system. So
But I think
don't
it
know
will
how
be
it
similar
goes.
to Singapore's.
Yeah, that's practical.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think even here in Malaysia, probably in a few years we will have that. They were talking about the multi-lane, free flow, fast flow
I don't know.
thing, so that you wouldn't have to stop. You can just cross it, and I guess that will be something similar like in Singapore.
Which one you like the most? The system here, there are a lot.
Right now, here in Malaysia, I prefer the RFID. Like I said,
RFID.
that's the quickest. That's easy. The Singapore system is good too, but actually the Hungarian is very convenient, and it's kind of cheap.
It's expensive if you go only once.
If you go only
Yeah.
once, but if you go regularly,
then yes,
then it's really worth it.
It's like season pass.
Yes,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you go regularly, maybe that's worth the most. That's the best deal.
But if it's just like us weekly, we go to Putrajaya and then we go to Shah Alam, then it will be very expensive because every time we need to pay
Yes.
10
Yes.
days. Yeah.
Yes,
So it
yes,
depends
yes.
on
So it's a bit tricky.
your
It depends on
needs,
yep.
yeah. That's from your experience as road user, I guess. How
Yeah.
about banking?
Banking is not easy.
Banking as a foreigner is not easy.
Yeah, so yeah, there are lots of limits. They limit how much 10,000 ringgit. Then, for example, if you want to buy a car, what do?
You go to the bank.
You have to go to the bank, but I think we also have experience with that. They ask for an invoice.
Yeah.
You need to prove that you want to send this money or why you want to spend that money. And I just find it strange. I mean, it's our
your
money.
money.
We want. Why? It's not your business.
It is difficult. It is difficult.
I find it
I
very
had to
strange.
go home to take invoice, but then again, what if I want to send money to my mom? I become so rich. I want to send lots of money. My mom doesn't have invoice, so that will be I don't know. Guys, give us suggestions on how to deal with such thing. But
So-
maybe it also has something to do with scam.
Yeah, I guess for preventing scams, They want to make sure that you transfer for a reason you weren't blackmailed or you weren't forced into or you are not being mistaken.
But,
I guess it's some kind of extra verification that you have to go there in person.
we heard about scammers, like they can take your money just from
I
phone
don't know how
call.
they do it.
Yeah, how do they do it? Because
I can't.
as the account owner, we can't even do that.
And somehow scammers can solve it. I have no
And how
idea.
common is that? I don't think it's very. Is it very common?
Well, scam cases are very, very
Because
common.
it's on the news. We read on the
Yeah.
news. Yeah. I received phone call and it's like answering machine. I asked my friend, "What is this?" Oh, most likely it's scammer. Don't pick it up. So, but in Hungary, I never received such phone call.
Yeah, no, it's not common in Hungary. I heard that nowadays they do the grandchild scam. Usually they target elders. And your grandson has just gotten into an accident and he has to pay us 2 million forints, or we will take him to court or something like this. And then sometimes elders fall for it. Oh no, I have to save my grandson. So nowadays they do that, but I think even elders are aware of it and they know that, oh, this might be a scam. Like, I remember the owner of our house, you know,
They got scammed?
Hoini.
Hoini got scammed?
Yes, she told me that she got a call that, oh, your grandson got into an accident, blah, blah, blah. Then she said, okay, let me call back my grandson.
So what I read the other day was that,
many
I don't
scams.
know, somebody took a phone call and then 1 minute he lost like
Yeah, that was
100,000 ringgit.
1 million. That was a businessman. 1 million. The scammers somehow managed to transfer $500,000 ringgit from his account twice.
To telecom site
How?
or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how. I mean, we are not allowed to transfer more than 10,000. How did scammers solve that?
yeah.
Or maybe there's some VIP bank account, maybe different kind of account which has higher limit. I don't know. Yeah, well, I guess these are the things they want to prevent because there are so many
So
scams.
they make
really.
it difficult for some people to
Yeah.
transfer a lot at once.
Yeah, or they ask you to prove it. Why you want to transfer it, and then they might tell you that, hey, probably that's a scam. Do a double check on it. I mean, I just never heard about such thing in Hungary.
So you could transfer unlimited.
We never
amount.
bought a house. That's true, but
Yeah.
our biggest purchase was the car.
And you could transfer once.
Yeah, no issue.
Like here, we have no issue with the car. Why? Oh,
Because we transferred from,
Singapore.
was it Hungary or Singapore? I forgot, it's Singapore.
Yeah. We didn't
Yep.
even have bank account here
Yes,
yet.
yes,
because it
yes,
took some
yes, yes.
time.
Yeah, we used the Hungarian card for a long time because we couldn't get a bank account here.
The good
The
thing
branch.
about a bank here is that they don't charge you, I guess, for personal.
Yep.
They don't charge
In-
at all.
yes.
In Hungary, they do.
In Hungary, you have to pay for the bank account, a monthly fee. You have to pay for SMS alerts if you subscribe to that. You have to pay for every transfer. And in fact, it's not just the bank, actually the government takes some money for the transfer.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just the bank. So yeah, also for withdrawing money, there's a limit. I think you can withdraw 150,000 forints per month
for free.
for free, but above that you have to pay.
You have to pay. And is
You have
it
to
a
pay
lot?
for withdrawal as well. Well, I don't know, but yeah, a few thousand forints it can be. So you pay for everything. The government wants to force people to use cards and use online services instead of cash because it's difficult to follow cash. Your lights are broken, you call an electrician and you just give him cash. Then the government won't know
The
about
tax,
it.
income tax.
And yeah, the electrician might not pay
the
after
tax.
it. So they prefer if everything goes online. But then at the same time, they also make online transfers expensive.
Yes.
So,
you need to pay
Of
for
course,
every
people prefer cash.
transaction. Yes. Well, here I call handyman. I just transfer the money to
Yeah,
them
yeah.
directly without any additional charge.
Yeah, so it's very different. And in Singapore, it was all free and it was so easy, so quick.
Yeah, in that sense, I think Singapore is the quickest for banking stuff.
Yes, 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 yes.
For business user, does this apply? Yeah.
Yes, I did see that there's, for example, a limit on how much you can exchange. Because I just exchanged today.
Oh, there
There
is
is
also
limit on
limit.
that. But when we also wanted to transfer, you can also transfer, I think, maximum 10,000 ringgit per transaction.
But per transaction, you can
not per day.
Yeah, you can just do it again. You just
Yes.
need to pay
Yes.
for every transaction.
Every transaction.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of these also apply to companies. I don't know if somebody has a big corporation, then maybe there are different bank accounts and
It's just home business.
yeah, so probably yeah, it works differently for them.
Yeah, it's not
One
bad.
nice thing though is that and in general in Malaysia, I think we were pleasantly surprised when we came here that you can easily reach people in WhatsApp. So like even with the bank, you can just talk on WhatsApp. Or if you call them, they are very nice and they are very helpful. But the problem is that you have to call them. You can't do it for yourself.
Yeah, well,
Like in
you
Hungary, you
prefer
could.
like, okay, you don't even need to talk to anybody, just transfer online.
Yes.
Yeah, here you need to talk to the person. They will be helpful, but you need to bother them.
Yes. Plus, of course, if it's closed in the evening, if you want to do it, you can't. You have to wait until the next day, or if there's holiday. And opening bank account was difficult.
I don't know whether it's just for foreigners or for everybody. Probably it's for foreigners.
I think, yeah, probably for foreigners and maybe the first time, but yeah, I think opening personal account was like 2.5 weeks. And then business was a month.
Well,
but they said usually it's not more.
3 months, yes. Usually it's 3 months for foreigners to open
We were
business
lucky.
account. But she said like because we had everything, then it's 1 month.
Yeah.
So yeah, before having the account, we can actually transfer money to client or paying things. We need to use.
So I don't know whether it's the same in Hungary for foreigners.
Because we never
But
tried.
yeah, as a local, when I went in, by the time I walked out, I had an account. It's just few minutes.
Yeah.
It's very, very easy. So I don't know, maybe for locals it's easy here as well.
I'm sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
probably. But for us it was surprisingly difficult.
Yeah, it's okay. In the end, it worked out well, and
Yeah.
actually, the benefits of living here outweigh.
Well, no, and you know, you have these issues once. I mean, how often do you open an account?
Yeah.
You have it only once, and after that, you learn the rules and you learn how things work. I think I kind of find it exciting and interesting, to be honest. Different countries work differently. I find it interesting.
Have you heard that? I don't know if it's true or not. I read somewhere that Malaysia has the most public holidays in the world.
I also don't know whether it's true or not, but when we moved here, my manager greeted me with that. Oh, you are so lucky, you in Malaysia has the most holidays. But then actually I have to work on holidays as well, so it doesn't make a difference for me.
That's why, guys, when you guys ask whether we would go back to Indonesia during Idul Fitri, it's a bit tough for us because actually he still works.
Yeah, even in Hungary I worked on holidays, so because I paid per hour. If I don't work, I don't get money.
Yeah, if you don't work, you don't get money.
Yeah.
For
me, every day is the same.
Because he goes to private school, then it's different schedule from local,
Yep.
so he doesn't get very long holiday. Yeah.
We'll solve it. We'll go to Indonesia. But
Anyway, now my family is also super busy. So
not the right time.
not the right time to go. Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about transportation system here? We haven't experienced much though.
Again, I find it interesting and exciting. So when we arrived, we didn't know anything how things work. So yeah, of course. But it was very interesting to figure out that living here as a pedestrian, it's very difficult. First of all, it's really hot. So you don't want to walk in the sun. So yeah, of course, KLCC is very different.
Yeah.
It's very easy there. But here, even if there are traffic lights, there's no zebra crossing. So you can feel that the whole, at least this part of the city is not designed for pedestrians, that's for sure. And public transportation here is pretty much non-existent. I think there is one bus.
One bus goes
but we've never
around
seen it
here.
stopping.
I
Have you ever seen it in a bus stop?
Yes.
I've never seen it in a
I
bus
walk
stop.
more often than you.
That's
Yes,
it.
I have seen
So
it.
I've seen it crossing,
But
or
It is
passing by.
quite difficult to go to, for example, we want to go to Sungai Wang Mall. By car, it takes less than half an hour, 20 minutes, I think. By public transportation, I check on Google Maps, it's 1.5 hours. So, yeah, it's difficult here.
So in Hungary, especially in Budapest, there's so many different ways of getting to the same place. You can go by bus, go by metro, go by tram.
Ferry.
Even boat, yes, ferry. While here, in our area, there's one bus service.
There's only one bus, yeah. Well,
and
we
even
rely on
I rarely
Grab
see.
everywhere.
But Grab is amazing. Though.
Yeah,
Grab is really good. So yeah, you have to just use Grab everywhere.
You just use Grab everywhere. I agree.
As a
and
pedestrian, yeah.
it's cheap.
It's cheap, and we never had problem with any of the drivers. Usually they're very, very nice.
Yes.
And the cars are clean, and it's just quick.
Yeah.
Actually, it's quicker than a car. You don't have to worry about parking and things
That's
like
true,
that.
That's true, yeah.
So yeah, Grab. Maybe that's why they don't have public transportation in this area, because Grab.
Yeah.
It's also strange though that there is no shuttle bus. Like in Singapore, condos usually have shuttle bus.
Yeah, well, from here we
they
can
don't
walk.
have. Yeah, yeah, but I think most people just drive.
Yeah. Somebody commented, like, most families in Malaysia, they have 2 cars.
Yeah, they just drive.
Yeah, because cars are so cheap here.
Yes, yeah. I mean, even a brand new Perodua and Proton, I don't know prices nowadays, but you can get brand new like 35,000 ringgit or something like this.
35,000 ringgit.
I mean, that's very cheap even with Hungarian standard, because they say, oh, Hungary is
very cheap.
Very cheap.
So that's why people don't need public transportation.
Yeah,
they either
just
use
drive.
Grab or they drive.
They just drive.
But otherwise, I don't see very bad traffic on the street.
No, actually, I was surprised. So I was really, really scared of traffic here. And that's why I wanted an automatic car. I was a bit scared of driving manual. But actually, I work from home. So on weekdays, we don't go out. And in the weekend, it's
good traffic.
It's good. We never really had issue. I can easily drive a manual car here. No issues.
Except
on weekends.
New
I don't know about
Eve,
weekdays.
You know, that kind of special days, we know there will be jam.
Yeah, probably. And again, not in our area, but maybe in KLC. So.
Yeah, I heard like many people told me, why are you moving to Monkiara? It's jam there, but I don't really feel it.
Yes, but in the morning, I think when all the parents take their kids to school,
then
I'm sure it's bad. I'm sure it's bad.
Don't know because we are inside.
Yes. So we are lucky we don't go out.
How do you like it here?
Oh, I like it.
Don't you regret? I mean, actually, in Hungary, school is free.
Not for us.
But in general, school is free. Healthcare is free.
I'm very scared of healthcare. Yes.
Yeah. If you think about such things, living costs as a local in Hungary and here as a foreigner, it's higher here because we are foreigners.
Yeah, of course, because you have foreigners, but in Hungary we lived as foreigners. Kinda, like school. School was very expensive. But yeah, healthcare is free in Hungary, but not the best quality. There's the catch. So many people rather go to private doctors still. But private doctors, private hospitals are still cheaper than here, or in Asia in general, I think.
You think cheaper than private hospital here?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, really?
I can imagine. I'm afraid so.
Because, yeah, people, unless it's emergency, people will go to public hospital in Hungary, right? So,
yes.
Yeah, they can't charge very highly there, otherwise people won't go.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's the reason, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think they are not horribly expensive at least. But you always have that backup. In worst case, you can always go to public hospital. So you don't have to worry that, oh, nobody will care about you if you have a problem.
Yeah, that's one good thing about
or
Europe in general, they all work like that, right?
Yeah.
The healthcare. But then you still choose to move here. Nobody forces you.
Yeah, I just like Asia more. I like the
Yeah.
nice weather. I like that
Yeah.
I can just wear shorts and t-shirt every day. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I think people are just nicer here, friendlier. Like nobody shouts at you for recording.
Nobody.
The other thing is the language, and that's also a very pleasant surprise. Because in Hungary, you and Maad were all relying on me. Because, well, if you don't speak Hungarian, it's very difficult in Hungary.
Yeah.
Actually, many people speak English, but they just don't dare to. They are scared of speaking English, which is a bit silly. But here, pretty much everyone speaks English. As a result, you don't rely on me anymore. And you can do things. And in Hungary, I was so worried that what if I catch COVID and I get into hospital? What if something happens or you get into hospital?
Or
How will you communicate with the doctors, with the nurses?
Yeah.
So language was a big issue there. So here it's just much better for us. And yeah, Matt can also go to Auntie Anne's and buy stuff for himself, and he will understand the question they ask. And while in Hungary, he knew what to say, but if they asked back something that he didn't understand, he wasn't, oh, what am I? What?
His Hungarian is not.
Yeah, I
that
was limited,
fluent.
which I know everyone blames me because I didn't teach him Hungarian, but Hungarian is just not a useful language outside Hungary.
It's true. Plus, if you want to teach everything, he only has that capacity. So
Yeah,
just
English is the
focus
most important.
on what
He speaks a little Hungarian, a little Indonesian.
This is also one good thing here. Nobody forced us. You need to speak Malay. Nobody.
Yeah, even the little Malay that I see, because usually I just see it on signs and so on,
Kurangkan
I
laju.
understand it, or it's
You're
easy to
learning.
learn.
And Malay
easy
is
to
not
learn.
very difficult
Yeah.
language. You'll pick it up
Yeah.
sooner or later. Yeah. Hungarian is not that I don't try. I try. Even pronunciation is difficult for me. Hudu.
I might not quote it properly, but in the weekend the Pope was in Hungary, and he said that Hungarian is the language of the heaven
Why?
because it takes eternity to learn it. So I think he said something like this.
And it's hard when somebody said, "Oh, how come you haven't learned the language after years of being here?"
It's a difficult language, yes. Yeah, it is very difficult.
Otherwise, it's nice in Hungary too, in different ways.
Yeah, plus I think it doesn't fit our lifestyle. Like
Slow.
if you, it's not just that, but if you are active, you like to go out, be in nature, you like hiking and outdoor activities, perfect place. You like skiing, you like things like that, perfect place for you. But we are not such a person. We rather prefer staying at home, and we are couch potatoes, and we prefer going to shopping malls and things like that. And yeah, well, in that case, Hungary is probably not the best.
And
for
we can
you.
only go out during summer.
Yes, that was my biggest problem, that because of the weather, I felt like we are just wasting our time. Like, oh no, there will be snow, there will be ice, there will be hailstorm, there will be this, there will be that. Oh,
You can never go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a taxi in Hungary, and the taxi driver told me like he would like to go to Indonesia, to Bali, of course, because in Hungary during winter, unless you like snow, there's nothing you can do during winter. Yeah.
also usually shops close for the holidays, and yeah, it's a bit
Summer
difficult.
too. Government is closed for the holidays.
Yes, even courts.
So in the end, when can you go out and do your
Yeah,
stuff?
that's why things are a bit difficult there. But like I said, if you like to, I don't know, cycle, and you like outdoor activities, then probably it's better than Asia because it's so hot here. So it's
you
just
can cycle
cooler.
for a year, for years, for hours. Yeah. It's preference, right?
Yeah. It's just that our lifestyle is different.
Yeah. And thank you guys. You help us to settle down here in Malaysia. I think it's enough. I need to make dinner.
Okay.
Thank you for spending some quality time with me. Oke, teman-teman, jadi begitu ngobrol dengan Ayah Maad yang masih tanya nama Ayah Maad. Siapa namanya?
Zsolt.
Ya, itu namanya.
Sorry. Call me Zsolt. That's easier. Zsolt is easier.
Okay.
That's
Bisa panggil Zsolt. Your friends here call you Zsolt.
Yeah, usually yes.
Oke, terima kasih sudah menonton. Semoga video kali ini bermanfaat. Sampai ketemu di video berikutnya. Bye.